What's going on, guys? It is Thursday, December 5th, 2024, 6:24 p.m. So I have two specific things I want to talk about, and then I'm going to end the show. The first one being the mental gymnastics and the mental chess that I play with myself and with other people all the time, and it just causes me so much stress. I don't think that's right. What causes me so much is angst the right word? Angst. Feeling of deep anxiety or dread, typically an unfocused one of the human condition and state of the world in general. Feeling of persistent worry about something. No, I don't feel angst. Whatever you want to call it. I guess frustration. Acute frustration. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was I posted in the mastermind that I'm in a very vulnerable and long post. And that would be great to document here because as much as I hate to talk about the losses and the failures and all that stuff, that's the whole reason why I have the show. I just don't want any sympathy or anything from any people. I don't want them to be like, oh yeah, I heard your show, and you know, what we can do is we can do this for you. That's not why I'm posting this stuff. That's not why I'm sharing this stuff. I want this to be listened to as if you listened to it in 30 years and we're looking back like, oh shit, like he was going through that, he killed it, whatever. Not to say that I don't appreciate any kind of sympathy or any kind of people reaching out and showing their caringness and their, being kind and stuff. I love that. That's very nice of people who do, because a lot of people have, and it's awesome. However, I don't want people to feel obligated to do so, because I'm fine. I'm kicking it. I'm never going to give up. I'm going to make it. And then these episodes are going to be fucking legendary. I promise. So I'm going to go over the mental gymnastics thing. And this is a perfect example of what I was talking about. Maybe 100 episodes ago. I don't know how to explain it other than this. So right here. So I'm at work and I sent my cousin Jake. What's up, Jake? Sent him a song. It's a heavy metal song. And let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Don't play. Yeah. So I sent him a heavy metal song because one of the lyrics is, what the fuck is going on? And that's something that I have said forever. What's going on? And I know you guys have heard me talk about that. Squeen on. That's almost like it's spelled S-K-W-E-E-N. Squeen on, So it's fun joke, inside joke now. Say it all the time at work. We have a good time. And so I sent him this, and I said, skip to 143. Or 146. So if we skip to 146, it goes like this. All right. So again, that's just the song. There's no prior context. There's nothing in the conversation that would make me that what I'm about to talk about doesn't change anything. So it's just kind of out of the blue. It's at 10:50. So excuse me. So we were probably in the lunchroom. Someone's probably doing some stupid shit, and that's probably why I sent it to him. So this is the mental gymnastics, the mental chess bullshit that I always think about in literally every situation ever. And I don't know if I can think of an example off the top of my head, but this paints the picture perfectly. So I sent that to him because it says, what's going on? Squeen on. And he says, I didn't know that it came from that song. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, does he think, this is in real time, this is what I'm thinking. Does he think that I got it from this song? Or is it safe to say that he is referencing a video that he saw and says that, and is saying that sound that he's hearing came from this song? And in my head, I'm like, okay, well, if I say you didn't know, well, what came from? That's a stupid question, because obviously we're talking about, that's what we're talking about, what the fuck is going on. So if I say, what is what from? That's a dumb question. But if I say, I say it, I didn't get it from anywhere, he would then say something back like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I didn't know it was from this video, or something further clarifying. And again, this is me. Nobody even said any of this shit. This is just me in my head. Because I'm like, if I respond this way, he's going to say that, and then that's not where I want the conversation to go. And if I respond this way, then he's going to say this, and that makes me look like a dumbass because it's like me saying, "Oh, the orange bottle here. There's an orange bottle on my desk," and then someone would say, "What's on the desk?" It's like an orange bottle. I just said that, you know. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. And he said, "No, the whole what the fuck is going on? I didn't know it came from a song." And to again repeat myself. And I mean, we're sitting across in the lunchroom, so it's painting the picture kind of, we're great. Okay. So again, in my head, I'm like, no, I just said that I didn't get it from this song. So I'm like, if I say, no, I didn't get it from the song, he'll say, yeah, no shit, I just said that. I'm not saying that he would say that. I'm just trying to paint a picture here. And then I would say, okay, so what I said was, is it a sound on Instagram or something? And he said, yeah. And so in my head, all the time, I go through things like that. All the time. Someone says, hey, you got to put this over here. And then I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, I know that, but for me to say I know, that would mean I'm negligent to acting on the thing that needs to be put over there by admitting knowledge of the thing that needs doing. And, excuse me. Fuck. And so I can't say, yeah, I know, or whatever I just said I would say. But I can't say, oh, thanks, because then that also makes it seem like I didn't know what the fuck was going on when I did. So I don't want them to think that I don't know that I needed to put that over there. So what do I say? I can't say anything. In real time, in my head, I'm processing these things all the time. And I haven't heard anybody talk about this shit. I would hope that it's common. I would hope that people just think about things. But all the time, I think about these things. All the time. And here's another example. So I have a coworker, and she... no comment. However, I have this cart at work, and I just pimp it out. I just put a whole bunch of shit on it, make it look... I mean, it looks like a homeless person's cart, and I'm not going to deny that. But I have this coworker, and for some reason, she's anti me working on my cart and improving it and making it just hold more stuff, whatever. And that kind of doesn't matter. But she did say, "Hey, that thing needs to go in the garbage." And where I took that was, well, it is ugly. So would she say that if it weren't ugly? So does that mean I make it more aesthetically pleasing, or does that mean that she's just being a hater and needs to go in the garbage? Why would it need to go in the garbage? It holds more tools than any other cart in the shop, maybe more than one combined, you know. And is she just being a hater? Or is the cart really need to go in the garbage? Is it an eyesore? So I was like, well, if it was ugly, which it is, then maybe it sucks to look at. Maybe there's too much going on, you know. Maybe it's just very cluttery to look at, you know. Or I'm like, well, if it was a beautiful cart and it was aesthetically pleasing and it didn't have random shit everywhere and it was organized and it did have this and that and the other, then it probably wouldn't be an eyesore, and she wouldn't be having these feelings toward the thing that doesn't even matter in the first place. If that thing fucking exploded today, I'd probably make another one. I enjoy the process of being creative with that shit. And for further context, it's a push cart that holds tools and supplies and shit. And I just use these aluminum shims that are very narrow and long, and I just use it to make shelves. I use other pieces. I fold cardboard. I drill holes, make tape holder. I mean, it's a fucking shit show. It's just fun for me, and so I do it. And that's where it begins and ends. So with this whole thing, I'm like, okay, well, I guess it needs to go in the garbage because it's fucking ugly. How can I make it not ugly? And so that's where I took it. So now I'm improving. So now I'm literally making improvements to the damn thing, and doing so because I took the interaction as, I guess, a way to, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. But yeah, so this type of shit goes through my head all the time. And it's difficult. So, because maybe I care too much about the perception other people would have of me. Like, oh, he didn't know to put that over there. How fucking stupid is he? When it's like, well, I knew the whole time. I'm the one who even got that shit started. I don't need to flex the fact that I did do that. It doesn't matter. But, you know, so stuff like that, you know. Someone's like, oh, you got to go. And I don't know, man. I don't have any other examples. But this interaction between my cousin and I is a perfect example. Because, again, he said, I didn't know that song came from that. And I was like, oh, I didn't know it came from that song. I'm like, no, I didn't get it from that song. And he would say, yeah, I know you didn't. I didn't know the sound. Just in my head. That's just what I do all the time. And it's just very frustrating. So I don't know if that's some kind of fucking mental condition I got going on, but shit, man, very frustrating. So anyway, that's that. Now, the other thing that I want to touch on is I made a post in the group that I'm in. It was a long one. I talked about everything that I got going on, the results that I've had so far. I guess the lack of results. And this is what I said. So, sucks to say this and admit this all out loud. And anyway, here we go. What's going on, guys? Looking for some help. I'm really struggling at the moment. I guess I expected more out of myself, and I don't want to suffer in silence. Here's some facts from the last 3 months. 2 of them have been in the Change Lives Academy, and 3 months is when I created my Instagram account. So I'm approaching the 2-month mark in Change Lives Academy with $0 profit. I've had 0 people act on any of my call to actions. I went live on Instagram for the first time a few weeks ago, and I had 0 people join for 25 minutes straight, which is, I'm thinking about that. That's a lie. I had Jesse of Breed Lions join, so that's a lie. My bad. I've had 0 interest in my 50% off Black Friday deal, just family sharing and reposting. Yeah, not one person has been like, oh shit, 50% off. Not one person. So maybe I have the wrong expectations, but that's that. I also combined my Black Friday deal with a free scholarship offer Brian talked about on the podcast. Really wanted to go all in this Black Friday and onboard some clients. 0 interest. Had one person apply for the scholarship, so therefore he'll get it, but he's a buddy of mine with a daughter on the way. I'm posting on my Instagram feed 1 to 2 times a day and 3 to 10 times on my story, usually life stuff, my post reposted, talking about different tactics, sharing my 2 cents on trends, etc. I got a fucking cough. Hold on, I'm gonna pause. Yeah, so I have 3 podcasts, which is something I love doing, but find that it's lesser priority as I'm not making money at the moment. Maybe I need to double down here. I had to get, let's see, where am I at here? I had to, I know. And while all those are facts, here's some more, but with some positivity. I've faced fears and gone live on Instagram. I've done role plays over 10 times now. So I've always been a little bitch in the past with these. I'm learning a lot and implementing on the spot almost now. I'm learning a lot and implementing on the spot almost now. I made some sweet connections with some of you here, and it generally is the best part of my week to join the calls when I can. I wish I could join them all. I feel like I'm surrounded by go-getters, which is mentally is awesome. I'm growing. I have growing pains. I get all that. And then I said, I would say my state of mind is fine despite this post. I will never quit. I have a podcast that documents every single day in the context of entrepreneurship and personal development, and I'm 400 episodes deep, so I literally cannot quit even if I so desperately wanted to. I don't. LOL, don't worry. I'm determined to make this work. I guess I just need some serious help or clarity. P.S. I also understand that this is comparable to a weight loss journey. I can't expect to be Mr. Olympia after 60 days, but given the results so far, I can't help but think I'm not doing the right things. Here's some photos of my stuff to paint a picture. And it's a screenshot of my profile on Instagram, my conversations in the DMs. Ding. So I'm going to read these comments that people are leaving because they're nice. And but I want some fucking tactical feedback, dude. I want somebody to be like, hey, man, this photo sucks. This hook sucks. Video is shitty. You're not doing a good job. We need to do this. Change this. That's what I want, dude. And I'll see you doing. Okay. And then I got a text from Babe. And I have my account stats. So if you look at my stats, I've reached 28,000. I have 28,000 views in the last 90 days. I have 1,290 interactions. I have 120 new followers. I've posted, posts and reels. So I've posted 58 plus 48. So the fuck is that? 90, 56, 66, 106. So it's 106 times I've posted in the last 90 days. And I've posted 227 times on my story, which is about almost 3 per day, which is actually ass. I need to crank that up. I've done 1 live video. So that's my stats for the last 90 days for Instagram. So I'm going to go read the comments that are coming in. I don't know if you guys heard the little ting. Okay, so one guy, which is this guy we've been talking back and forth, is a good guy. He says, hang in there, man. hang in there, my man. The world is still testing you from when you did this before to see if this is really what you want to do. I really enjoy your content, by the way. I struggle with the connection-based stuff, and you seem to nail it. Hang in there and reach out anytime you want to just BS and chat. So that's a good guy. So shout out to Greg. I appreciate that. Another person says, God damn, dude, I'm so sick of being sick. Says, I admire you, Bryson. You're always showing up, and your content is way better than mine. I'm still learning the technology side of things. I love your tips and positivity. I know you'll get lots of clients soon. Right before Christmas is challenging, which I appreciate that comment a lot. However, right before Christmas is probably the easiest time because we got Black Friday, we have the holidays coming up, we have all the New Year's shit coming up. There's so much marketing material you can throw at that. Everybody starts on New Year's, so that sucks. So while I know that her intent was to be helpful, I can't help but to just write it off. And that's just me being honest. I'm not saying I'm not grateful, but that's just me saying, yeah, I appreciate it. However, bullshit, This other person says, her name is, I think it's Carrie. Hey, Bryson, I just followed you and stalked your Instagram. I think you're great on camera and really enjoyed watching your content. All I can say is fucking keep going. Keep putting in the reps, trying different things, carousels, reels. It's hard and my following is very slowly growing. I keep showing up every day, but also know I need to be more organized with my content and lead generation. We all here to support each other. I believe in you. With a little flex emoji. So that's cool. So that one resonates because she says, all I can say is fucking keep going, keep putting in the reps, trying different things. And I absolutely will. I won't ever give up. I won't. I won't. How do you spell that? WEHOWENT. Won't. So, I'm not going to give up. But I'd be lying if I said that it's not hard. But, if I zoom out, I'm like, why the fuck is this hard? What's hard about this? Nothing is hard about this. It's that I'm not seeing, metaphorically speaking, I'm not seeing the scale go down. I'm doing all the right things. I'm hitting all my goals. I'm hitting all my macros. I'm hitting the gym hard as fuck. The scale is not going down. And that doesn't mean I'm not doing the right things. It just means my fucking body is changing. It's adapting. Maybe I'm building more muscle. And maybe all of a sudden it'll happen all at once. Alex Hormozi has a quote about this, and see if I can find it to top this episode off. Let's see if I can. I'm going to pause this real quick. I don't want to be awkward silence. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, so this isn't it. However, this is very, very good, so I'm going to share it.
The road to success and the road to failure are the same road. One just ends earlier. Because the road to success and the road to failure are the same road, while you're on it, you don't know if you're on the, quote, right road, because it's always the same road, and the only way you get off that road is by quitting, which is the only way to make it the road to failure. And so basically, as long as you continue to walk down the road, you are walking towards success. The moment you stop is the moment that road becomes a road of failure. The road...
All right, so that's that. So I fucking love that. It just really paints a picture that as long as you are doing the things in the direction of where you're trying to go, you're going to make it. The moment that you stop is when you will fail and you won't. So as long as I don't stop, I cannot fail if I do not quit, right? So I got to find the other one, though. So hold on, let me see. Let me go ahead and pause again. I'll find this one. Okay, about 10 minutes later, here it is. Found it. Here we go.
Huge time delay between when we start behaving in a way.
I got to restart because I don't know if you guys heard the first part, and I'm very considerate. So hold on one sec. Where the fuck is it?
There's this huge time delay between when we start behaving in a way that a winner behaves and when we start winning. And the problem is that the bigger the mountain you're trying to climb, the bigger the W you're trying to get. Typically, the more delayed it is between when you start behaving like a winner and when you start being a winner. It happens slower than you expect and then faster than you can imagine. And I think that's the part that everyone misses is they expect the faster than they can imagine and they imagine really big. And so then their expectations are really big, really fast, but they take the intensity and they don't apply it to a timeline that's appropriate. What has worked so well for me and why the input over the output focus has been so powerful is that I can extend the time horizon basically indefinitely because the goal is me and then the external goals occur. There's this huge time.
That is fucking awesome, dude. I'm going to play it one more time because it's so good.
Time delay between when we start behaving in a way that a winner behaves and when we start winning. And the problem is that the bigger the mountain you're trying to climb, the bigger the W you're trying to get. Typically, the more delayed it is between when you start behaving like a winner and when you start being a winner. It happens slower than you expect and then faster than you can imagine.
Slower than you expect and then faster than you can imagine. And in that thing that I just shared, on the group in the mastermind, I said, God damn it, I guess I expected more out of myself and I don't want to suffer in silence. So I guess it's happening slower than I expect. So let's go back to it.
It happens slower than you expect and then faster than you can imagine.
Gives me kind of gives me chills, man. I'm not going to lie. Slower than you can expect. Slower than you expect, faster than you can imagine. So I don't know. Maybe I got a couple years left before that faster than you can imagine thing happens. And it is sure slow as shit. So anyway.
And I think that's the part that everyone misses is they expect the faster than they can imagine, and they imagine really big. And so then their expectations are really big, really fast, but they take the intensity and they don't apply it to a timeline that's appropriate. What has worked so well for me and why the input over the output focus has been so powerful is that I can extend the time horizon basically indefinitely because the goal is me and then the external goals occur.
So I like that last part a lot because what he's saying is to focus on you, right? Like if I'm talking, I'm going to focus on me being the skills that I learn, the things that I accomplish, the things that I acquire, the knowledge, skills, abilities, habits, behaviors, all those things. If I focus on that, everything else happens indirectly. So if I focus on sales and focus on conversations and I focus on posting content, if I focus on that, never mind anything that comes from it, I will get the things that come from it indirectly, because it would be unreasonable that I do all these things for so long with the intensity that he is talking about that is appropriate for the time horizon. That it would be unreasonable that I wouldn't see the success that I'm looking for. It would be unreasonable that I wouldn't see the financial gain, the impact, everything. It would be unreasonable for me not to achieve all of these things if I focus on the inputs. So did I make a post today? Yep, I did. That's what I could do today. It bombed. It didn't get any likes, views, shares, comments, anything like that. Well, that's an output. And if I am focusing on the input, being better as me, then that would be, that's the thing that he's saying to focus on. So he's saying put the intensity instead of on the next 4 months, put it on a long enough time horizon, meaning over the next 40 years, this is who I want to become. I'm going to do these things to become that. And everything that happens on the way there is just something that's going to happen as a result of walking this path. So that's something I think about, man. I need to print these out and put them on my wall or something. Side note, my printer is somehow broken. Nothing ever happened to it. It just prints all funky, and I go to fix it, and it says I can't fix it. So that's great. Love it. So that's it. That's all I got. And what I'm going to do, actually... No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. What I'm going to do is... I am. Okay, final answer. I'm going to go ahead and put the role play at the end of this one. So it's going to be a long show, but the role play is going to start here in just a moment. But I want to go over a couple things. So we got the blade going. We are on day 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on day 4. And I got to tell you, man, I'm feeling the same way that I did when I was on 75 hard. And what I mean by that is I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, here we go. I get to do this and I get to go to bed. And it's like, oh, wait, buddy, you have to do these things. And that one of those things being the sales role play. And that's shitty because that just added to the frustration, the irritability, the annoyance, the stress, all this stuff. I'm sitting here at my desk and I just had that. I don't know if you guys get this, but when you remember that you have to do another thing, and you're already stressed out, and you remember that you have to do extra shit. This almost like a heat wave overcomes your body, and it's like your fucking face gets hot, and it's like, holy shit, I have to do that too. Oh my hell, that happened, and I was like, okay, well, nothing's gonna change here. I'm not gonna quit and give up and pussy out. So I'm doing it. So 75 hard did that for me every fucking day. I would do my thing, or maybe I forgot that I had to do an outdoor workout later in the day, or forgot that I hadn't touched my water or whatever. And then I have that overwhelming sensation of fuck me feeling. And then, So that happened today. So yeah, again, can't be late anywhere. I wouldn't say almost, pulled into work at 4:58 this morning. in like that. I almost forgot my goddamn badge to get into the gates. And thank goodness that I didn't, because that would have sucked ass. So here's the thing. I have PTO. I can use the PTO. And if I'm about to be late, I can call and use PTO, extend my hour. So technically I'm not late. Don't have to be there till an hour later. But like, that's just pussy shit. That doesn't count, right? And for me to try to justify that, like, oh, I'll use an hour PTO, then I won't be late. It's like, no, I'm fucking late, because I would have been late, but I'm using a cop-out thing. I mean, when can you do that with any other thing in real life? You know, you're doing your thing. Oh, hey, I'll be there in 1 hour. Just, I know I said I'd be there at 5, but however, things have changed. I will now be there at 6. That just doesn't work that way. So the blade system is already working as intended. It's self-regulating. It works off integrity. If I lie to myself, it doesn't work. I'm wasting my time. So I'm already reaping the benefits of the program of the system, the framework. And it is a system. It is a framework. It's not a program. It's not a challenge, because it's just do something that does this, do something that does that, do something that does this, do something that does that. You get to pick everything. You get to pick the intensity. You get to pick the amount. You get to pick when. You get to pick everything. Just a framework. So I'm doing these things and it's working great. And I love it. So proud of myself there. It's a good feeling. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for a sec and take a breath. And then I'm going to get back here with sales roleplay with ChatGPT, and then we'll go from there. So see you in just a sec. All right, well, about a 5-minute break. Let's do it, man. All right, so we got to go in here. Must be full and complete. Start to count from start to finish to count. 3 objections. Write down 2 things I need to get better at. Must write down 1 thing I feel I did well on. Must tweak the phone script slightly. Okay. Well, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to go in here, get the phone script. We're just going to start right away. So let's go ahead and pull up. Can I do a voice memo and... Yeah, I can, right? I'm going to use my phone, actually. I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to pull this up. Let's go. ChatGPT. ChatGPT is fucking incredible, dude. Holy shit. You can just turn this on in college and just have it summarize all your notes. Just do a voice transcription, have it summarize the notes. I don't know, man. Just crazy to think about. No reason to fail school, you know? They only give a fuck about the scores. Who cares if you learn anything? If you pass an exam, you get the score, you pass, you get to graduate, whatever. It's not about knowledge, dude. It's about passing a fucking exam. Every exam should be an oral exam from here on out. No multiple choice bullshit. If you know the shit, then you know the shit. If you don't, then you don't. That way, the emphasis would be on knowledge and retaining that knowledge, as opposed to seeing 4 answers, knowing that 5 plus 5 is not red, Abraham Lincoln, or January, and that it is 10, you know? So, my 2 cents on some education. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this. Oops. What if there's a roleplay GPT? Let's see real quick. Explore GPTs. Roleplay. I hate when I swipe text and it just doesn't. Roleplay. Searching. Unlimited roleplay games. No, not what I want. Sales roleplay. Can we just fucking load, man? Okay, it's not gonna load. This is great. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, yeah, fuck it. We're not doing that. Okay, we're gonna go back out. Let's get out of here. How the fuck do we get out of here? Okay, new chat. Okay, here we go. All right, you remember that role play we did the other day? I want to do it again, but I need you to be an asshole of a prospect. Give me short answers and be a guy that is looking to build muscle. You're skinny and you want to get in shape, and you saw my stuff on social media and you want to transform.
All right, let's do this. You're the coach. I'm the difficult prospect looking to bulk up. Go ahead and start the conversation.
Okay. So, all right. First off, Cliff, I just want to say thanks for taking the time out of your day to hop on this call. It just shows that you're really serious about making a change, that you're willing to take the first steps in accomplishing your goals, which is one of the hardest things for most people to do. So in return, my goal is just to make this call worth your time and make sure we come up with some solutions to help you accomplish your goals. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Let's get to it.
Awesome, Cliff. All right, man. Well, first question I have. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and. Fuck. Awesome. So here's what we're going to focus on during the call, just so you know what to expect. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about your main struggles that you're facing. Then we're going to talk about your goals and why they're important to you. And then I'm going to share some strategies that my top clients and I use to consistently make progress in the direction of our goals. Sound good?
Yeah, sure. Let's just get into it.
All right, man. So at the end of the call, I'm going to let you know whether or not I can help you out. If I think I can, I'll extend the invite to join the program. And I either want a hell yes or hell no. Nothing in the middle, all right?
Got it. Let's see where this goes.
All right, man. Well, first I want to get a good idea of your goals and what you're trying to accomplish. So what's your number one goal that you want to achieve in the next 6 months?
Put on muscle. I'm tired of being skinny. Want to fill out my shirts.
And how much muscle are we talking?
As much as possible, but realistically, 15 to 20 pounds.
15 to 20 pounds. You got it, man. And also, sorry for the slower replies. I am taking notes. I want to make sure that I have everything that you say. I want to make sure that I understand everything that you say and I'm clear about it so there's no confusion. So, awesome, man. You want to fill out your shirts and you want to build 20 pounds of muscle. Is that right?
Yep, that's the goal. Tired of looking scrawny.
Awesome, man. I can totally relate to that. I was very skinny for most of my life and still feel that way. So I guess that's some body dysmorphia. But what are you doing right now that's getting you closer to these goals?
Not much, honestly. Guess been going to the gym a bit, but no real plan.
Okay. And you've been going to the gym a little bit. How many days per week would you say?
Maybe 2 or 3, when I feel like it.
Okay, and when you go those 2 to 3 times, what are you lifting? What are you hitting at the gym?
Mostly just random stuff. Whatever machines are free. No real routine.
Got you, man. And so you want to build the muscle, you want to be confident. Why is that important to you?
I'm tired of feeling weak and getting overlooked. I want to feel strong and confident in my own skin.
Got it, man. I appreciate the honesty in your answers right now. I know it's probably not the easiest thing to admit these things, but I mean, you're already ahead of the game by being on this call. So, hell yeah. And as far as your nutrition goes, share a little bit of the details with that. What are you eating? You know, how's your alcohol intake? You smoke any cigarettes? All these types of things. So start with your nutrition. What is your diet look like now?
Diet's all over the place. Fast food, skipping meals, whatever's easy. Not much thought into it. I drink socially, and no, I don't smoke.
Okay, you drink socially. How many times per week is that?
Maybe once or twice a week. Depends on the week.
Okay, so you have fast food a lot. How many times per week would you say?
Probably 3 to 4 times a week. It's just convenient.
And okay, are you going? Sorry, I talking to my wife there. Excuse me there. And you said you don't drink alcohol. You don't smoke, and you do drink alcohol socially.
Yeah, that's right. No smoking, just some drinks socially. And yeah, fast food's an issue.
Got it, man. So it's an issue for a lot of people, but it's usually one of the first things we tackle in the program. So awesome. So just a moment ago, you mentioned that getting the muscle, the confidence, not being overlooked, not feeling scrawny, not being weak. That's your number one goal. Why is that your number one goal? And why is that important to you?
Because I want to be taken seriously, you know? I'm tired of being the skinny guy in the room. I want to feel strong and confident, like I actually belong. It's about changing how I feel about myself and how others see me.
Dude, I understand completely. You said you want to belong. You said you don't want to be You want to be taken seriously. I completely resonate with that. I felt the same exact way when I was starting my journey. Awesome, man. That makes sense. So I appreciate you digging deep on that. Now, going off of that, how do you feel about where your mental and physical health are right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
Physically, maybe a 4. Mentally, it varies, but probably around a 5 or 6. Not where I want to be.
Where would you like those numbers to be?
Not at all. That's why I'm here.
Where would you like those numbers to be at?
I'd like to be at least an 8, physically and mentally. I want to feel good about where I'm at.
And what do you think you would have to do to go from a 4 and a 5 to an 8 on both of those?
I need a solid workout plan, better nutrition, and consistency. Mentally, I think getting physically stronger will help, but I probably need to work on my mindset too.
Yeah, mindset is huge. It's one of the most important things that you can ever establish and get nailed down. So you're absolutely right. Why is it important that you make any kind of change now and not wait any longer? I mean, you're on the call with me today. Well, why right now? Why today?
Because I'm tired of waiting. I've put it off long enough, and I'm not getting any younger. I want to start seeing changes and stop feeling stuck. It's time to do something about it.
Dude, I can feel that the energy 100%, man. We got to do something about it now. Regret is a bitch. I have the hiccups. I apologize. How long have you been putting this off for, man? Oh, fuck.
Too long. Probably years. I keep telling myself I'll start next week, but it never happens.
Got it, man. Too long indeed. That's a very long time. All right, so I want to paint a picture in your head mentally here. I want you to envision yourself having achieved these goals. You made it. You have the body of your dreams. You're in the best shape of your life. What does this look like for you?
I see myself strong, confident, walking into a room and feeling good in my own skin. People notice the change, and I carry myself differently. I feel capable, like I can take on anything. It's not just about looking good. It's about feeling powerful and in control of my life.
Got it, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, we can absolutely get you there too. Feeling the confidence when you walk in a room. People see that. People point. They look at the buff guy, the fit guy that walks in the room. I get that, man. All right. So now that I have an idea of what you want, why do you think you haven't been able to accomplish these goals on your own?
I think it's a mix of lack of knowledge and discipline. I don't have a clear plan, and I struggle to stay consistent. I get overwhelmed and fall back into old habits. It's hard to break out of that cycle on my own.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle once you get in there. It's really hard to break out of that. I get that 100%, man. So let me go ahead and let me paint another picture here. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's pretend that you give me a hell no at the end of this call. You don't take any action, and you stay in the same exact place for another year, and maybe your health even gets worse. Maybe maybe you lose some muscle. Maybe you're overlooked even more. Maybe you feel even scrawnier. You still feel like you don't belong. How would that make you feel, Cliff?
Honestly, that would feel like a failure. I don't want to look back and realize I wasted more time. It would be disappointing and a reminder that I let myself down. I don't want to feel stuck in the same place a year from now.
Dude, you just said something that struck a chord with me. You actually just forgot what you said. Wow, I'm fucking done stupid, huh? All right, well, I appreciate that answer. Okay, got it. So would you say that change is a need right now and not a want? Is that pretty safe to say? Hello? 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 Dude. Hey, so we were just having a role play conversation in the previous chat 1 minute ago. Can we resume that on this one, please?
Sure, we can pick up where we left off. What part of the role play would you like to continue from?
I need you to maintain the same tone, goals, and character as the previous one.
Got it. Let's jump back into the role play with Tyler the prospect, looking to build muscle and get in shape. Where did we leave off?
Your name is Cliff, and we're talking about, I said it's probably safe to say that this is a need right now, not a want. Am I right?
All right, Tyler, let's jump back in. You were asking if it's safe to say this is a need and not just a want for you right now. Well, considering your goals and the changes you're aiming for...
I'm the fucking coach. You're the client.
My bad, Cliff. Let's switch it around. As Tyler, I'll respond, yeah, I guess it's more of a need now.
Why is it so fucking hard to understand, man? You are Cliff. You are the prospect. I am Bryson. I am the coach.
Got it, Bryson. As Cliff, I'll say, yeah, it's probably safe to say this is a need right now, not just a want. I've been wanting to change for a while.
Got it, man. Well, based on what we talked about in this call so far, we definitely need to start hitting the gym consistently. We definitely need to get the fast food under control. We definitely need to get some more nutritious and protein-dense foods in there as well. And we got to tone back the social drinking just a little bit, not completely. You can still enjoy some drinks. But we definitely need to get these things under control. These are the things that are holding you back 100%. And I know that once we get these taken control of in the program, we will have you building the muscle, feeling confident, filling out your shirts, and feeling really great. Is all this making sense right now?
Yeah, it makes sense. It sounds like a lot to change at once, though. How do I make sure I can actually stick to all these changes?
Well, we will definitely implement a little bit of change at we will definitely implement a little bit of change, just a little bit at a time. We're not going to go cold turkey on everything and change everything overnight. We're going to baby step it if that works for you, and we'll make sure that you get the results that you want and you are able to adhere to this long term, because that's the most important part. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds more manageable. I can handle small changes. What's the first step you'd recommend?
So we're doing a role play. I'm giving you the pitch of the program. I'm trying to figure out more about you, so let's continue with that. So anyway, makes sense. I get it, man. So right now on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to accomplishing your goals?
All right. As Cliff, I'd say...
No, you don't need to say that. You are Cliff, so you just say that. We're role playing.
Understood. I'd say I'm probably at a 7. I want to make these changes, but I'm a bit unsure about the process.
Okay, and how committed are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say I'm at a 7. I'm motivated, but a little hesitant about the changes I need to make.
Okay, that's a pretty average number. Why would you say a 7 other than being hesitant?
Well, I know I need to make a change, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to stick with it or if it'll work for me. There's a bit of doubt mixed in with my motivation.
Awesome, man. If you are not ready to invest in yourself and if you're not ready to be helped, I'm actually not sure I can help you.
I get that. I'm interested, but I just need to be sure this is the right move for me. How can you help me feel more confident about this?
We can continue with the call. You can continue to learn more about the program. I'm about to cover the details if that would make you feel a little bit better.
Okay, I'm listening. What are the details of the program that could help me feel more confident about this process?
So just pretend that for the sake of this role play, I went into detail about the entire program and I shared all the details, and you now have a full understanding of what I have to offer, okay?
Got it. With all those details, I have a better idea of what to expect. It does sound like it could really help me out.
Absolutely. I mentioned at the start of the call I would let you know if I could help you out or not. The good news is you are definitely someone I can get results for. And since I know this now, and you are somebody that can help, I want to ask you, I did this out of order, my bad. Out of all the parts of the program I mentioned, which part of the program do you feel like you need the most right now?
I think the nutrition guidance is what I need the most right now. That's been a big challenge for me, and having a structured plan would make a huge difference.
I 100% agree. I think nutrition is one of the most overlooked things, part of the programs that people mess up on. So why do you think the nutrition would be the most beneficial to you right now?
Well, I've always struggled with knowing what to eat and how much. I think having clear guidance on nutrition would help me fuel my body better and see more results from my workouts.
I think you're absolutely right, because we're having a lot of fast food right now. So I think you're absolutely right. Got it. Well, thank you for being honest, man. So I'm going to go over the investment of the program really quick. I need you to give me 3 objections after I tell you this as well. So we have option 1, which is $750 for 16 weeks. And then we have option 2, which is $250 per month for 4 months. Which of those options works best for you today, Cliff?
Those are both big commitments. My first concern is the cost. I'm not sure I can afford that right now. Also, I'm worried about whether I'll have the time to commit to the program fully. And lastly, what if I don't see the results I'm hoping for?
So we need to address one of these at a time. So you said that you weren't able to afford it. Is that correct?
Yeah, the cost is a bit steep for me right now. It's more than I was expecting to spend.
Okay. Do you remember earlier in the call you mentioned that you would eat fast food 3 to 4 times per week?
Yeah, I remember mentioning that. It adds up, but it feels more manageable since it's spread out.
That makes sense. What if we were able to take the money back from fast food? So we have about 3 to 4 times per week. That's closer to about $45 to $60 per week. Times that by 4, and we are sitting closer to $200 to $240 per month. So if we go ahead and minimize the amount of times that you eat fast food and instead switch to healthier, cheaper options in a grocery store, that would free up a lot of finances. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that makes sense. Cutting back on fast food could definitely free up some cash. It would be a healthier choice, too.
Awesome, man. So why don't we do that? We'll get you set up on the month-to-month plan, so that way you're not out money at all. We're just instead of investing negatively into your health, we're going to invest positively into your future.
That sounds like a better approach. Shifting the investment to something beneficial makes it easier to justify. I'm still a bit concerned about finding the time, though.
How much time per week are you expecting to invest into this? Shouldn't have said that. That was shitty.
But I guess I can dedicate a few hours each week. I just want to make sure it's enough to see results. How much time should I realistically expect to spend?
Well, I think a better question would be, if you only had to spend 45 minutes per day, 5 days per week in the gym, would that be worth it for you to have the confidence and the muscle that you're looking to build?
Yeah, I could manage 45 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That seems doable, especially if it leads to the results I'm after.
And it absolutely won't. And I think you said that you're worried that this program won't get you the results. Is that right?
Yeah, that's a concern. I want to be sure the effort and money I put in will pay off. How can I know this program will work for me?
So earlier I mentioned that we have a guarantee. Now, if you don't see results within the first 8 weeks of the program, or you're not satisfied for whatever reason, I will refund you your entire investment and add in 8 weeks to the back end of the program. I am that confident.
That's reassuring. A guarantee like that makes me feel more confident about giving it a try. It sounds like you really stand behind your program.
I absolutely do, and that's why I've been able to get the clients the results that I've been able to get them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's good to know you've had success with other clients. It gives me more confidence in the program.
I'm glad to hear that, man. I absolutely take pride in that stuff, and I love to help people out. That's why I do this. So anyway, Cliff, with all this being said, it sounds like you're ready to get started. It sounds like we've got the money found in the budget. It sounds like we've got the time figured out, and got the guarantee in place to ensure that even if all goes wrong, the world explodes, you don't see any results, that you're not out any money.
Yeah, it all sounds good. With everything we've discussed, I feel more comfortable moving forward. Let's do this.
Awesome, Cliff. I'm very proud of you, man. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to send you the investment link, and you're going to get that back to me. And then I'm going to send you the the questionnaire form, all right?
Sounds good, Bryson. I'll keep an eye out for the link and the questionnaire. Looking forward to getting started.
Awesome, man. You just made the best decision of your life. I will talk to you soon.
Thanks. Talk to you soon. Looking forward to it.
Okay, that's it. I was just doodling on the paper, I'm not going to lie. All right, so that one went better. I don't like how it stopped midway through because then it changed personas a little bit. Don't like that, but it is what it is. Is all what it is. So we're going to go back into the sales script, work on things that I can improve on. Okay, objection hand. What can I work? What do I need to be better at? Staying focused. I need to focus more on what is being said and reply accordingly. See, I feel like sometimes I was zoning off, and maybe it's harder because I know this is a role play. I know that this is AI. I know this isn't a real person in any regard. So maybe that's the reason for, I wouldn't say zoning out, but I'm definitely not there 100% when they're talking to me. So that's not good. Maybe it's just building comfort. That's not good. And the other thing is, I think I do it again. I just need to work on getting better at my wording. Instead of saying, I get it, man, I need to ask more questions to get a clearer picture. That's exactly what I said yesterday, but I think it applies to today. So work on better wording of I get it, man. Ask more questions to get a clear picture. Relate and lean in more. That's what I need to focus on. And then yesterday we have objection handling. Work on getting better at the I get it, man. The day before that, seems like it's 3 days in a row I've had the objection handling, and then I need to work on the words I say when they give me a short answer, and I have nothing else to elaborate on how to address the short answers. So that's that. And what's one thing that I did good? One thing that I did good today. I did great at bringing in the fast food budget into the cost of the program. Same with the 45 minutes per day, 1 days per week. Now, obviously in a real life situation, that probably wouldn't have gone as smooth as that part did. However, yeah. Okay, one more thing I need to work on. Also, do not start a sentence if I do not know where it's going. A couple times in there I fucked up, said it to him, said it to Cliff. So we need to work on that. I also need to stop doing these fucking role plays right before I go to sleep, man. We're going to put that. Stop doing role plays right before bed. No good. Tired every time I do these, man. But the good news is it is 7:30. I think I'm on track to go to bed on time. Going to bed as soon as I'm done with all this stuff. Thursdays, Lexi comes over, visits for a sec. She hits the gym that's right by my house, and so she's practically at my house. So she'll come over and we'll say what's up for a sec, and then she'll go home. But love that. Yeah, so that's it. So do I think I got the sale today? I'm gonna say I did. I'm gonna say I did get this sale. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 9 calls. So I'm sitting at about a 63%. Is that what that is? Siri, what's 5 divided by 9?
It's approximately 0.5556.
I don't know where I got 63. 55%. That would make sense, because if it was 10, it'd be 50, because it's divisible by... Yeah, okay. So if it's 11, would that be 45? Siri, what's 5 divided by 11? Siri, what's 5 divided by 11?
It's approximately 0.4545.
Yeah, see, I'm the fucking man. All right, so 5 sales in the last 9 days. It's baller status, dude. And over the course of the next 4 months, that's $6,000, you know? It's cool if I keep that up per month. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and edit the script now. That's what we got to do. I'm tired as fuck. So where do we leave off here? Okay, so what it is now is, all right, man, I want you to envision yourself having achieved these goals. You made it and have the body of your dreams. You're in the best shape of your life. What does that look like for you? So I want to add, all right, man, I want to paint a picture in your head. All right. Now I want you to envision, is it with E? Yeah, envision yourself having, what does it look like for you? Amazing, I love it, man. How do you think this make you feel? Is it true? Did I already edit these? I don't know. Yeah, I did, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Well, in fact, I'm changing it again. That's fine. That's awesome, man. I absolutely love that answer, and I can see that for you, too. I mean, you're already taking extra on this call today, you know. Success, slow speed. All right, name. Now that I know what you want, why do you think you have been able to accomplish these goals? Okay. Now that I have a better idea of where you're trying to go, why do you think you haven't been able to accomplish these goals on your own? I like that, how it is. I'm going to add a little tag, a little thing right here to relate. Relate as a reminder. Relate. I want, in all caps, great. I want to paint another picture in your head. This one, that's so pretty. No, I'm not going to say that. I want to paint another picture in your head, all right? Let's play devil's advocate and pretend that you give me, I'm going to get rid of that, that you get off this call and you don't take any action. You stay in the exact same place and maybe you stay in the exact same place for another year or two, and your health gets worse. No, I don't like that. I want to paint another picture in your head. All right. I want to paint another picture in your head. All right. Let's play devil's advocate and pretend that you get off this call and you don't take any action. You stay in the exact same place for another year or two, and you continue to stay feeling stuck and spinning your wheels. I like that. Let's play devil's advocate and pretend that you get off this call and you don't take any action. You stay in the exact same place for another 2 years, another year or two, and continue feeling stuck. And continue spinning your wheels. I don't know. We're going to roll with that if it's good. Use the same foods, do the same exercise, nothing changes. I'm going to get rid of that. I wouldn't say that. How would that make you feel to know another 2 years gone by with no effort, with no changes? I want to paint another picture in your head, all right? Let's play devil's advocate and pretend that you get off this call and you don't take any action. You stay in the exact same place for another 2 years, another year or two, and continue spinning your wheels. How would that make you feel to know another 2 years have gone by with no changes? Okay, got it. Oh, Lexi's here. Oh, she's going to be here. What's up, babe? You got it. So what'd you say? So we got to. So actually, I wrote this little note for myself a while ago, but I'm going to put it in as the real thing here, which is, hold on. It's probably safe to say that this is a need right now, not a want. Am I right? What's going on here? It's probably safe. Got it. Yeah, so it's probably safe. So it's probably safe to say this is a need right now, not a want. Am I right? When they say something. Okay, that's it. That was that section. So that was the gap, the distance between their pain and their vision. So, okay, cool, got it. All right, that's it, guys. That's the show. That's all I got. An hour long. Hell yeah. I guess. All right, I don't know what else to say. I'm done. This is a longer one. Tired as fuck, but we're done. So appreciate you guys listening. See you next time. Bye-bye.